morning, everybody. Today we will be in a first meeting of us talking about public speaking. I think everybody here know about what's public speaking, but I'm sure that some of yours never understand about the function of public speaking is. So before we go to the real or maybe the point of our talking today, I think better for you to know the functions first about the public speaking is. You know that when you are talking about public speaking, some of you sometimes never understand about what is actually public speaking, and sometimes they don't understand that she or he actually is in the case of public speaking. Okay, let's go with the experience you have, such as when you are telling with your friends and then you are getting chatting with your friends, or maybe you have a very special friend and then you have to saying something that frame the information and so on, or maybe you have to retell something to someone. It means that you are in public speaking. But in this case, I know exactly that sometimes you will do it in not in a very formal one, but sometimes you will be in an informal one. That's why you don't understand that actually you are in a public speaking. So before you are in public speaking in a very detailed information or material, I think you have to know what is public speaking in all. You know that in this case, I don't dive on the materials in very completed and detailed one, because after here, I will give you some of the materials that you can learn it and read it by yourself at home. And of course, you don't understand to practice it, because the key when you are in speaking is you have to practice. I know exactly that everybody here you have mastered many vocabularies, 1,000 vocabularies, but I don't, what if they say like, I'm not really sure that you can practice it. Although you're in English department, or even it is actually not for English department, but in all class besides English department, sometimes you don't have a chance, or maybe you don't have a time to explore your ability in English. Sometimes we're telling or saying something to your friends in English. I don't know exactly the reason. Maybe it is because of what if they say like the pressures of situations, or maybe you think that it is not necessary enough for saying English, so you don't practice it. But you have to know that today you are in very challenging and competition era, that sometimes called globalization era. So you have to master your English in every time, every place, although the situation and the partner is not allowing you to do that. Okay, go back again with our what if they say like explanation for public speaking in a glance. Yes, public speaking is a communication that it is contained for some purposes, because there are some kinds of public speaking, and then the purpose of it can be for persuading, it can be for teaching, it can be for giving description, giving information and so on to the society, to some people, or maybe to the others in a very specific case in a particular area. But I don't know exactly why there are some cases or there are some problems when you are having a public speaking, because one of them, like I said before, you will be very lack in practicing. So I think it's very influenced with the ability or the mastering when you are in public speaking later. So here in my next explanation also, I will distribute to you about the way, or maybe the tips, or maybe the what if they say like the steps when you have to be a great public speaking. So later, when you want to be a public speaker, you can distribute everything you have, everything you want to the scientists, to the others like you want. But first, I will make it a very simple. Know your subject and your speech. The major subject for all the presentation you have to understand. You have to master for all the material you have before you are giving speaking utterances, the information to the others. And then know your audience and your space. I'm sure sometimes in some part you are forgetting that you have a very unique audiences. Of course, you are having a very unique also in spaces or area. It's why you have to understand first before you go and sing with someone. Why? Because when you have a different characteristic or background, when you are saying something, I think you have to make a different treatment or different speech or maybe different singing, because you have to understand the ability, and then you have to understand what I have to say. They're interesting or maybe they want when you say something to them. Okay. Besides this, also you have to know the area. Sometimes the specific area have a different rule. So you have to say what you have to do there. Not sometimes like you want. So you have to be careful about that matter. And then sometimes I know exactly that nobody's perfect, right? It means that when you are saying something, when you are distributing something, sometimes you will make some of mistake that maybe it is just realized by you but not the audiences. So please, you don't always say apologies, say sorry and so on, that maybe it can show that you are having a mistake there. I think just be confident with yourself. Because I know exactly when you are saying mistake or wrong in your saying, it means that sometimes it can be realized to the others. So you can add, if you are in the case in, for example, decreasing something, you can add with the other part. Or maybe if you think that you are having a problem with your word, I mean you are missing the word, you are missing the sentences, you are missing the information and so on, you can make it in what I have to say, like complete it in another part. Or maybe you can see it in another time when you are saying, although maybe it is not in a real part. I think it is a real materials. And then focus on your message. Remember that you are here as a public speaker. You are having a very great purpose in your speaking. So please, you have to understand about your specific message inside your talking. Please don't too much talking if you think that your audience is feeling bored, or maybe the time is in a very limited. So you have to focus about that. Don't forget about that. And then imagine that you are being a great speaker. Be confident with yourself, because when you are in front of everybody, it means that you are the one. You are the best. So just thinking that you are the best rather than the others, it means that you don't think about the other that maybe having a better knowledge, better experience and so on. Just be confident with yourself. And then your gesture, your eye contacts, your, what I have to say, like your activity with your friend, because, or maybe with the audiences of your friend. Because why? When you are being a great public speaker, it's meant that you have to make an interaction to the others. So it means that you have to make some of the communication. I don't know exactly about the communication you have, but the important thing that you have to be understand about the situation and the role of the audience. Makes that the audience is interesting with you are. Makes the audience that you are there. It means that you are having a great beneficial to them. Okay? Don't forget to get a very great conclusion after that. Yeah, after you are having a great contact, a great movement of your body as gesture, be careful when you are closing about the speech you have, the speaking you have. It means that you have to laugh about a great memory, a great impression. So why? Everybody here will think about you, will remember about you, and next they will see about you. They will meet about you later. And you always dreamed by others. So I think there are many material in that case that you have to understand, but here I don't make it a very completed one. It's why you have to check my materials, because in my material they will talk about the kinds of public speaking, and then you also talk about the method, and then you talk also about the description in a detail, in a complete one, and then the purpose, and the way being a great public speaker, the tips for in a public speaking, and of course because it needs about the practicing, I don't forget to give you about some assignment and exercise that it won't be the way to be your practitioner next. Okay, see you. And I really sudah ya, selesai ya.
Oh, lanjut.
Gimana nih?
Tutupan.
Oke.
Tutupan aja. Iya.
Okay, nanti di post baru ya. Okay, thank you very much, because I have to check for everything. So I'm really waiting about your performances, and then also for the practicing for next time. Hope that you can check about for the information I have, and that you don't love although just once for the excitement. Good luck for everything, and see you for meeting me in the next sessions. Thank you.